Hi, third grade. Today we are going to do a review of another important part of speech called pronouns. Up here at the introduction, it says, a pronoun is a word that can take the place of a noun. Remember, we also talked about how nouns name a person, place, or thing. We use pronouns in our writing and in our speaking so that we don't repeat the same noun over and over. So look at this example here. Originally, these sentences said, Sonia rides horses. Sonia is a very good rider. It sounds repetitive saying Sonia's name too many times. So this was edited to use a pronoun to replace her name. Now it says Sonia rides horses. She is a very good rider. There are two kinds of pronouns. One is subject pronouns. Subject pronouns take the place of the subject of a sentence, which we've also talked about this year. Remember, the subject is the part of the sentence that tells whom or what the sentence is about. Let's look at these examples here. Mr. Alvarez gives riding lessons. Notice the subject of this sentence is who? Mr. Alvarez. Instead of writing his name, you can use a subject pronoun, he, to replace it. He gives riding lessons. The next sentence said, the lessons are fun to learn. Who or what is this sentence about? The lessons, but notice they edited this sentence as well and used the subject pronoun they to replace the lessons. Now it says they are fun to learn. The other type of pronoun is object pronouns. Object pronouns take the place of nouns that follow action verbs and words such as to, in, at, on, and for. So let's look at this example here. Horses love Mr. Alvarez. Well, love, boys and girls, is a verb. That's an action. That's what horses do. Notice here they edited this and used an object pronoun, him. Now it says, horses love him. The other sentence says, Mr. Alvarez is kind to horses. There's that keyword too that the object pronoun comes after. So instead of saying Mr. Alvarez is kind to horses, now it just says Mr. Alvarez is kind to them. The object pronoun them replaced their horses. So there are subject pronouns and object pronouns, and both could be either singular and refer to one singular thing or person. The other, they could also be plural and refer to more than one thing or person. So these subject pronouns are singular. I, you, he, she, it. Those could all refer to just one thing or person. These subject pronouns are plural. We, you, and they. Notice that you in the English language could be a singular or plural pronoun. I could say, you are my best friend. In that case, I'm speaking to one person, but I could also tell the class, you are being too noisy, and I could be speaking to many students. Now, the object pronouns can also be singular or plural. Let's look at some singular examples. Me, you, him, her, it. The plural examples could be us, you, them. Now we need to turn to the back. I'm sorry, this is below. This is the guided practice. When it says guided practice, that means we're practicing together. And the 4 examples below say, the directions say, circle the correct pronoun to take the place of the underlined word or words. So, number 1 says, Sonia has been riding for 6 years. Which one of these pronouns below should take the place of Sonia? Should we say her has been riding for 6 years? It has been riding for 6 years, or she has been riding for 6 years. Hopefully you realize Sonia is our subject, so we need a subject pronoun, she. Number 2, Mr. Alvarez found a gentle horse for Sonia's brother. This time, this is the object. It's following that word for. Should it say, Mr. Alvarez found a gentle horse for he? Mr. Alvarez found a gentle horse for him? Or Mr. Alvarez found a gentle horse for they? Hopefully you hear it too, that him sounds best. Number 3, Asa got in the saddle. He sat up straight in the saddle. We don't want to repeat the saddle too many times, so we need to replace it with a pronoun. He sat up straight in him. He sat up straight in you. He sat up straight in it. When we're referring to the saddle, that's a thing. So I would say it. And lastly, number 4. Now Sonia and Asa go riding together. Should we replace Sonia and Asa with now them go riding together, now they go riding together, or now she go riding together? Well, hopefully you know Sonia and Asa requires a plural pronoun, and that's a subject. That's who our sentence is about. So the best pronoun here would be they. All right, 3rd grade, now you're going to complete the independent practice on your own. Good luck.